Hi everyone, I'm Albert Vaca. I'm the principal acupuncturist at the Tao Wellness in Pasadena. Welcome to episode 2 of Young Spine, Young Body. Today I'm going to go over the iliopsoas muscle. I'm going to talk to you about that first, its functions, and how it relates to back pain, and it can be a big culprit, which most people don't get. So I wanted to educate you about that. So let me tell you about the iliopsoas. So the psoas muscle attaches to the upper part of your leg. So upper part of your leg and actually behind that bone of the femur. So that's where it attaches to. It actually comes through the belly and comes out the back and attaches to the lower spine. So you have the thoracic spine, which has 12 vertebrae going up and down your back from like basically the base of your spine, going all the way down to your lumbar. So there's 12 of those, and there's 5 lumbar vertebrae. So it attaches to number 12, and then it attaches to 1, 2, 3, and 4 of that lumbar area, of that lower back, where a lot of people have a lot of pain. That includes everything from sciatica to to hip pain, to butt pain, to groin pain, spasms. People have trouble going up the stairs. People having trouble lifting their legs to get into the car or out of the car for that matter. So these are some of the things that the psoas can be a culprit for. So I want to show you a simple stretch for the iliopsoas and take care of that. And I want you to do this every day. And it works with opposing forces. So I'm going to have you, I'll describe that when we do the stretch. So when you squeeze your butt, which is the opposite of the front of your body, it actually helps to stretch the psoas, the hip flexor in the front. Okay? So here is the stretch. You're going to get in kind of a lunge position like this. And just to show you, the runner's stretch, a runner's lunge, and just to show you how you can kind of get into this, and it's okay, I'm having some stretch, but it's not hurting too much. And what I want you to do though, is when you do this stretch at home, I want you to tuck your pelvis, just rotate it underneath you a little bit. So instead of sticking your butt way back, stick it a little bit underneath you. So now it's kind of facing a neutral pelvis, instead of like going like this or going like this. So it's kind of a neutral pelvis. Right now, just by doing that, I'm already feeling a stretch in my psoas, in my hip flexor. So now, that's the first action. The second action is squeezing your glute. So squeeze that butt, and now you feel a little more stretch going on here in this area. So now, from this motion, now go forward. Now, you saw how it was when I first started this stretch. Obviously, I can't even come close to getting there. If I try, you start to hear it in my voice. So I'm trying to trembling right now doing this. So I'm going to back off just a little bit. How I want you to stretch is by getting in a position where you can have a nice, gentle conversation with somebody else. Okay? So just hang out there for a minute. You can use something, if you have a tabletop right here, you can kind of hold yourself right there. If you want to get more advanced with this stretch, you can raise up your arm on the same side that you're stretching the hip. If you want to go even more advanced, you can lean over just a little bit over to the opposite side of that hip. So now I'm stretching over here to my left, but I'm stretching my right hip flexor. Okay? So that's what I want you to look at. So 3 steps. You get down to the position, tilt your pelvis under, number 1. Squeeze your butt, number 2. And lean forward, number 3. And if you want to get more advanced, you can add this with a little stretch. Okay? That is your lesson on the psoas today. And of course, do both sides. You want to know which one is more tight than the other, so that way you can give it a little more attention as you go along. Okay? One of the best things that you can do when you wake up in the morning is just have a nice, you just lengthen out everything. Your hands are lengthening up, your arms are lengthening down, your legs are lengthening downwards. It's a really nice stretch, and actually, it warms up your body, and it actually has like a function of relaxing your body while you're stretching. So let's do a little Qigong movement. Last time I talked about a movement that, it's called, here it is, Great Elephant Lifts Its Trunk. It is from the 8 Treasures series, from the back pain Qigong series. So I'll go with that go through that with you today. Okay? If you didn't catch my last episode, go back to my last episode towards the end. I saw the beginning part of it. You saw the beginning part of it there. This is how the actual movement goes, okay? So, from the side, okay? Well, first thing we're gonna do is put our hands, we're gonna come up, we're gonna put our hands out like this, like you're holding a plate. You just stick your butt way back, okay? And then when you come in, your pelvis is going forward, your elbows are drawing those hands back, your neck is relaxing, and you're coming over the top. I'll show you a few more. Your breathing is relaxed. Your neck is loose, your elbows and shoulders are loose. Your pelvis and legs are nice and smooth, moving through the motion. Good. And now we're going to come down into a squat. It's also good for your back too. You're going to put your hands in an eagle's beak form like this, like you're holding a cherry stem from the stem. Drawing it upwards. Exhaling, drawing it up again. Move over, draw again. Good. And you do that 4 times. And relax there. I'll show this movement one more time from the front. Hands up like this, butt backwards, like head forwards, arms out. Pull it in towards you. Now you're stretching that front of the hips. You're drawing it forward, pulling it back, coming over the top. Remember, a great elephant lifts its trunk. Here's the elephant trunk. Good. Come on down into a squat. Eagle's beak, hold that cherry stem, come up, exhale, come up again. Come up on your toes, elongate that whole spine. Feel it separate. Slowly come down. Good. To a relaxed state, relaxed position. That's the ending of the movement. To end our small practice, we'll do return to chi. So we'll raise our hands up. Draw it downwards, relaxing, smoothing, blending the lower and the higher energies, and mixing them inside of each and every one of us. I hope that helps, guys. I hope all of you are well. I hope all of you are safe. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be well.